Hi, Taylor T. Carlson, and I'm back with another video for you. I just did a review not too long ago for the Castlevania soundtrack on vinyl released by a company called Mondo, and surprise, surprise, I just picked up their Castlevania II soundtrack release. Like the Castlevania I soundtrack they put out, this is a 10-inch record that runs at 45 RPM. Got this beautiful cover artwork here of Simon Belmont with the Castle of Dracula and the Shadow of Death in the background. We'll do an unboxing here in a minute. Castlevania II Simon's Quest, of course, was the second of the three Castlevania games on the NES. It opted for more of an open-ended RPG-style type game, but the problem is a lot of the translation and the hints were very vague and obscure. Problem is it's basically impossible to beat the game without a walkthrough because sometimes what you have to do makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, we're not reviewing the game today, we're just reviewing the soundtrack. Like the first soundtrack that I showed off, this one's got an Obi strip that was originally packaged with it. You got the game logo there, Mondo's logo. List of some of the stuff that'll be coming out later. And contact information. Logo on the site as well. Artist's name is Eric Powell. Again, I don't know who these people are, but I am very impressed with their artwork, so I'm definitely going to look more into that. Available for the first time ever on vinyl. Got your fancy text intro there. And then the art of soundtracks. So now we'll do an unboxing of the actual soundtrack itself. Again, here's this beautiful cover artwork. I fell in love with this the moment I saw it. I mean, gorgeous artwork that definitely does justice to the game. Here's the spine text. Again, it's a little blurry and kind of hard to see in a YouTube video, but it's there. Inner gatefold. This is a map of the world from the game. I've seen artwork like this in like strategy guides and the instruction booklet, so it's nice to see their take on this as well. Like the first Castlevania soundtrack, this one comes in a black sleeve here, and they didn't just give off the same old, boring black vinyl a lot of places do. In this case, we get a transparent green record, which I think is a nice touch. Side A has the original NES soundtrack, and then Side B has the Japanese Famicom versions, because the Japanese Famicom had more sophisticated sound equipment, so they could actually get a better sound, whereas the NES had to opt for inferior equipment. But of course, a lot of people will argue they still managed to make some pretty iconic tunes despite that. This soundtrack, as you can see from the track list, basically both sides have pretty much every piece of music that's in the game. You got tunes like Message of Darkness, which is the classic password entry music, which was used extensively on Captain N, the Game Master, the old Nintendo cartoon. Then you got like the Silence of Daylight, which is the sound you hear in towns. You got pieces like Bloody Tears, Dwelling of Doom, Within These Castle Walls. And unlike the first Castlevania soundtrack that Mondo put out, this one actually does have the game over music, so I'm glad to see that that oversight was corrected for this particular release. Are you a Castlevania fan? Do you have a record player, and do you plan on adding this release to your collection? If you're at all a fan of these games, these are definitely worth getting if you ask me. I'll definitely be hunting down more of Mondo's Castlevania vinyl releases. But comment down below and let me know what you think. Also remember to subscribe to this channel for more content and like this video if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson, and I will see you next time.